Let's go.
Oh, that was
Welcome to
nice.
See Red Radio. See Red Radio, presented by the Bears Ballroom Network, presented by Freedom Games. Welcome, good evening, happy Thursday. Buckle up, but at the same time, let's get ready to have some fun. I'm your brother in Christ, Tyler Ellis. You may recognize had some work done with Bear football, had amazing times on Bar Flight Tailgate Show, and we're gonna definitely have some fun. Welcome to the bar room. It's not Joshua Ellis, it's actually Jordan Ellis. Hashtag Game 6. Brother Jordan, introduce yourself.
Most gracious, man. Thank you for the time, bro. And what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay. You all know me as probably Game 6, man. Just representing the network. It's definitely an honor to, be able to have this platform. This is definitely a dream come true right here. Bears Ballroom. See Red Radio. First show. About to crush it, man. Tyler, how you feeling? This is great. This is great. I think we're going to start things off with just, giving a little insight about our backgrounds, as you all probably already know. We've got a channel, Game 6, got a background and, a couple of different things, man. But, went to school for, sports originally, then went to research, and now more so into online business developments and social media and all that stuff. But when it comes to sports, it comes to Chicago. When the question is sports, the answer is Chicago. So when the question is sports, the answer is Chicago. So when you see red, you know what that's about right there. We're here to talk Bulls basketball and everything that's going to be popping along the NBA. Everything that's going to be the latest in terms of injury reports. We got this playoff run that we're trying to crush, and then we got a great future in store for us all, man. So, T, what you got?
Brother, well, I'm freaking excited, man. But not only are the Bulls front office making some moves better than any front office that I've seen for Chicago doing a very long time, but definitely just want to take the time to say welcome to everybody. Thank you for giving us your time. This is definitely Jordan. We get to call the shots, and on this show, Michael Jordan is the best player of all time. Let me just get that out.
Jordan is the best player of all time.
We're gonna get that out the way real quick, and then it's Derrick Rose. But no, we're gonna have some.
I mean, for me personally, yeah, but I mean, you guys with Scotty number 2. You know what I'm saying? But it's just guys, we're biased. We met Derrick Rose, so it's just end of the day, and I may be biased. My name is Jordan, so it's just either way. I was born in '88. You know what I'm saying? That was a great game right here out in DC, man. We're gonna walk you all through, our origins, our connection, to this franchise, to this team, because we're more than just just fans. We're fanatical. We are extremely fanatical. I mean, you see my brother right there. He's repping the home colors. I'm away. You know what I'm saying? He got the white and red. I got the black and red. But it's just man. Chicago, it just runs through us, So we got almost, believe it or not, as young as we may look, we got well over 30 years, 3 decades of Bulls fandom, under our belt right here. So we are speaking from a position of perspective where we have some experience. We've seen a thing or two with this franchise, So it's been an honor to be a part of the 90s, grow up in the 90s in Chicago, and then obviously let's see the birth and the rise of Derrick Rose, and hopefully one day he returns home. We're going to touch upon that, but truth be told, man, we're here for you guys, man. So we're See Red Radio all the way through. This is episode 1. See what you got.
Absolutely. You touched on every single thing that we're going to get our fans with. And shout out to my man, Christopher, my man, Gazette. I see you in the chat, big dog. This is interactive, guys. Put your questions in the chat. We're here for you. We're just representing you all. All right. We're not analysts like my brother Bobby Bond say. Shout out to Barfly Tailgate. We're just fan analysts. Okay. We're here to have fun. We're going to talk about the thing that we're passionate about. And like my brother Jordan said, we started in the 90s, so we are spoiled. We come from a spoiled fan base. Yeah. I grew up thinking the Bulls are supposed to win everything. No matter what happens, third quarter, we're going to come back. Michael's in the game. That's what we grew up. That's what I grew up on, knowing that.
It was weird. It was weird in the 2000s when the Bulls stopped losing. What's going on? It was yo, this is not our franchise. It's just We never had the expectations that we have right now. We weren't born with those.
But at the same, but at the same time, we could take it all back. We'll definitely have another brother joining us momentarily. But taking it back to some of the heritage, it was our father, Amos Ellis, who not only got us thinking about all types of Chicago sports, but the essence of the sports. That sports brings people together that wouldn't have met if it wasn't for the game. Our dad, we'll get into a little bit later on, was a licensed official. Coach, refereed some Derrick Rose games, some Anthony Davis games, all the AA games and everything like that. And so when it comes to basketball, Jordan's not gonna brag on himself, but I'm gonna brag on himself. Not only did he increase his vertical today, not only did, but he'll tell you about that. But the fact of the matter is, basketball, Chicago basketball, we know was a different level. You see what I'm saying? We know about the Chicago press. We don't just talk about the game, we play in this game. You know what I'm saying? And Joshua Ellis, can't wait for him to talk to you about it, because this game means something. All right? I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to the team. If you check me and John Buffon out when we talk about Bears, if you check out the tailgate, if you check out any show on the network, at the end of the day, it comes down to team. And I am truly, what good timing, Jordan. I'm freaking excited about this team. I know we've taken some losses in the past couple of days and stuff, but I've seen some fight, and I'm truly excited. And so just to kick things off, Jordan, what are you excited about post trade deadline?
Oh man, just the formation of like just how can I say this? I would say the formation of we're just solidifying the positions on the court, like any great franchise would want to do. One of the main things we talked about after trade deadlines was the depth at the center position. It wasn't just it wasn't just Vooch, you know what I'm saying? It was Daniel Theis, out there from the Celtics. He's pretty solid. So, and that's honestly a better alternative, better overall value than Wendell Carter. And man, dude, it's crazy. I forgot the other guy, but it just lets you know that like we have more presence at the center position. It allows for players like Lauri Markkanen to really step out and do his own thing. He's averaging 17 points. And of course, you got Zach LaVine crushing it, all-star and everything, first-time all-star. But there's been a rise. There's been a rise in Patrick Williams. It's just like I think he's going to come along and be that two-way player for us. Daniel Gafford, thank you, Aldo. Most gracious, exactly. And actually, and really with those guys, Wendell Carter, Daniel Gafford, they missed a lot of games. They've been injured a lot in their earlier careers, so we really haven't even and those are early picks too. I think those were all within like the first like 12 and up to 1. So these weren't like late first round picks. Like Daniel Gafford and Wendell Carter, those weren't late first round picks. So like you can almost consider those busts to a certain degree. And you talk about, Vooch and then what Daniel Theis can bring to the table. Lauri Markkanen, he's very promising. Williams is going to shine. Truth be told, and we're going to get to this point because after this season, there is one player that is going to become available. And outside of what the Bulls have going on, great coach, great front office, everything's moving forward in the right direction. The Bulls are missing that leader at the point guard position. So the floor is yours, T.
No, brother.
Exactly.
The factor one, he's on it. He's always on it. That's exactly what we're missing. And we'll just say it for the table. If it happens to be Alonzo Ball, I will not be upset at that. I would not be upset at that position at all.
We'll get hustle defense from Lonzo Ball.
Huh?
We'll get hustle on defense from Lonzo Ball, but not necessarily leadership. Not yet.
He's right, of course not. But as you know, you can grow in leadership when you got people like Zach LaVine and Vuk. You got Vuk as a veteran. You got veterans on the team that can motivate the guy. Lonzo, we need somebody to assist the ball and somebody that can see Vuk when he's actually open. We talking about one of the top pick and roll guys in the league, top 5.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Lonzo's definitely like top in terms of pick and roll, and then his IQ is off the charts. So that would definitely be, I would say the top pick, the top priority for the offseason. It would be Lonzo Ball. And truth be told, you know, I mean, like he's had a breakout year, sort of like he's a decent shooter. He's shooting the 3-point ball very well. Look at his athleticism, man. Like that was just monstrous right there. I mean, he's going to get steals. He's going to get rebounds. Like he can get. He's a walking triple double, and he's 6'7". He has height, and he's young. You know, so there's a lot of promise and there's a lot of future with Lonzo Ball. I think we bring Lonzo Ball in, and we still bring that veteran who can, you know, bring a spark to the second unit and to the and be the heart of the team. And, you know, truthfully told, that's Derrick Rose, you know, because if you bring Derrick Rose and Lonzo Ball in, factor one, there it is. You got the leadership, hustle, and defense. Because Lonzo Ball can play defense. Let's not get that messed up. Lonzo Ball can play defense. He's getting quality steals. He's going to hustle. And then Derrick Rose is the leader you need on that team. Like, who better to lead the Bulls right now than Derrick Rose?
And no matter what, ladies and gentlemen, every conversation will circle back to Derrick Rose.
MVPs in Bulls history. That's Michael Jordan and that's Derrick Rose.
Come on, talk about it. And we can talk about it. Because
Derrick Rose and Lonzo Ball, they average the same amount of points. The difference is that Derrick Rose is coming off the bench for the Knicks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Derrick Rose, that pairing right there, like I think that would better serve us than our current pair at the guard position right now.
Of course.
With Kobe White and what's his name? Daniel Sarantowski or something.
No, but he's all right. But Dan Sarantowski, he's all right. But he's
decent. Right. He's decent, but like that's our MVP.
That is our MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought back winning to Chicago. Like Chicago, they remember what it was like to win again.
And he can just score. He can just score off the bench and just really and then Lonzo and they can just run the first unit with Lonzo. Pick and roll, Vooch, you know, right there.
Come on. We could totally spend the next 30 minutes talking about Derrick Rose, Jordan.
Really
the fact that, hey, Jay, let's just do this real quick. The John Walls, the Westbrooks, those guys were coming into their form. Derrick Rose was one of the first, I don't want to say first, super aggressive point guards at that time. Why he busted on the scene because Derrick Rose was taking Dwayne Wade and LeBron James to the rack. He was taking it to the rack against Dwight Howard. And so, like, Derrick Rose was doing the dirty work. Between his first 3 seasons, didn't miss any games. But that wear and tear caught up with him because he didn't really have that assistance until we got some things situated when Taj Gibson and Butler, everybody came on site. And so, do the Bulls win a championship?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like we had an entire team because it really wasn't just Derrick Rose a bust. Like we had the bench mob.
Come on, Jordan, talk about it, baby. Talk about it, baby.
We had the
bench mob, baby. Ronnie Brewer, Marcel Butler,
defense in the league, and then we had the MVP, and then we had the coach of the year. So we had 4 elements. So it's just like,
come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is, you know. So Chris, definitely great question right there because like we definitely would have won. Like we ran into LeBron D Wade because who did they play like that year? I think they ended up playing either the Mavericks, and they ended up playing OKC. So it's just like, but like when they play OKC, the young Harden and Westbrook and KD squad, man, they destroyed them too. They got them in 5 games like they did us. They got the young Derrick Rose with the new Bulls and everything, the Noahs and everything, the 62, because we had back-to-back 60+ win seasons.
Thank you, Jordan. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Back-to-back
60 win seasons. Like we had, like we were number 1 in the NBA tie with the Spurs 2 years in a row. So it's just like if it wasn't for the Heat, if it weren't for LeBron, you know, it would have been the OKC and the Bulls in the finals one year. It probably been OKC, it probably been the Mavericks and the Bulls in the finals the other year, and the Bulls would have won that. The Bulls would have beat the Mavericks. The Bulls would have like we would have beat them. Like they would have had a problem with Derrick Rose. They would have had a problem with Derrick Rose.
Jordan, Derrick Rose. I mean, LeBron James had to check Derrick Rose. That's what it came down to. That
LeBron James and D-Wade had to check Derrick Rose.
They had a double team Derrick Rose.
That wasn't even it. Like we didn't have an answer for Chris Bosh. Like he averaged 30 points that series. Carlos Boozer had turf toe. Kind of the same injury that Andre Drummond just occurred with the Lakers yesterday, the toe injury. Like that thing, like yo, like you know how the little nail can make an elephant scream or cry or whatever. The smallest thing can knock down the tallest person, man. So when when Boozer had that turf toe, like he started averaging like 12 points, and then he started giving up 30 points. So like, yeah, man, and they were lethal. Those are 3 All-Stars. The first times that since well, not really, but like because you had the Celtics, the '08 Celtics, the Ray Allen, Pearson, KG. You know, that was really the modern day super team. You know what I'm saying? And then like the Heat took it to the next level, and we had to go against that. But like everybody ran to LeBron, man. The only thing that took LeBron down was the Golden State Warriors and KD.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but like LeBron, like even this year, you know, it's opened up because of LeBron's injury, but you know, like LeBron dominating the NBA like how Jordan did. We would have won 10 straight. We would have won the entire 90s.
Let's take it back real quick. Everybody in the chat, like if you remember this, you talked about those Celtics. Come on, let's talk about the Derrick Rose and the Kurt Heinrichs and the Ben Gordons. Like talk about like those games. That Celtics series, that was probably one of the best playoff series in that 5-year stretch. That series, when you saw the fight, when you saw that was Derrick Rose as a rookie. Was that Derrick Rose? That was
rookie year. That was rookie year. That was Gordon in his prime. That was Ben Kirk in his prime.
Rondo. Like, yo, come on.
Yeah, it's crazy because like even back then, I really wish we would have had Taj Gibson like as opposed to Tyrese Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Like because Taj had 4 years of college, and Tyrese Thomas was more like a Bambi. He was big, he was lanky, he would bang and get those blocks, but like Taj came into the league just way more experience. And then with Derrick Rose, and truth be told, I wish Ben Gordon would have stayed one more year because it's like the way Ben Gordon balled out, like man, that like look at these highlights right here, man. We battled, man. D Rose, man, that was dope. But we were in the playoffs every year, like going up to Derrick Rose's MVP year. Like even the year he got injured, went to the playoffs, and the year that he came back, I think he went to the playoffs. I think we lost to Milwaukee that year. LeBron's a choke artist. Ray Allen bailed him out. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That was beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, listen, Hall of Famer. Ray Allen. He said Ray Allen bailed him out. That's a Hall of Famer. Look what it took to stop a young Derrick Rose. But Jordan, how sucks that? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody watched The Last Dance and everything, but we remember because I didn't even watch Last Dance. It was life was going on at the time. I didn't even watch it right away because I felt like I lived The Last Dance as we were so close to it. But that was more perspective. But how about like the fact that? But management once again coming in and upsetting Tom Thibodeau, which was one of the top 2 coaches in the league. You don't care about the style. They say he was running the players too hard. Yo, bro, we're winning. We're winning. You want to then we trade away players. I mean, when we get something good, then you want to break it up. And so there's so many reasons why, like, I'm glad and happy with the front office that we have now, because when we get egos out the way, you get a brand new coach in here who has credibility. Billy Donovan has credibility. We can spend a little bit of time talking about him and his experience, the point guards, the shooters, the great shooter that he's coached. And while I feel confident, because without vision, the people shall perish. And I feel like Billy Donovan and his coaching staff are doing an amazing job. The players have to execute. We have to learn how to finish games. Okay, but now how about the front office getting the right pieces around? It's cool to have Zach LaVine not having to do everything, so that wear and tear doesn't catch up to him. He's a young man. He's only 25 years old? Never been to the playoffs? And so, like, these are some great, exciting things that we have a coach coming that has a young team that we can manage. I think we have some salary cap things to work out, but it'll work itself out. Completely work itself out. And so real quick, I mean, I know everybody saw the game last night. If you want to run some highlights from the game, we took a loss last night against Phoenix. But the Bulls held their own, especially coming out in the first quarter without Zach starting. Without Zach, Lauri Markkanen went to the bench for one game. Everybody started freaking out. I said, everybody just relax. Coach has to try to figure things out. You got new people on board. People got to find out how to play together. Kobe White was also out of the game. But I tell you what, Jordan, that guy Devin Booker is a bad man.
Yeah, bro, he had to drop like 42. He had to drop over 40, and that was it. That was impressive. Like we the Bulls, they kept it close and they were away. So that was an impressive effort right there. Still gelling right now. But like, man, I'm just like I just look at the Bulls and it's just like we just need that point guard, man. We do not have that point guard. We just don't have that point guard. We do not have that point guard. Even still, but we're gonna make some noise. But it's just like I don't even know. Like we still be able to make a free agent move or something. But it's just like we need a point guard. We need a floor general at the very least because what we got at the one spot is not gonna get it done. But good news is though. Well, I guess this is kind of good news. No, I don't know if you can take this as good news or not. Like we're still in like that play-in spot. We're currently ranked 10th in the East right now. We're behind the Pacers, Celtics, and the Hawks. So lockdown defender and a real point guard. We have a lockdown defender in Patrick Williams. So we got to play better defense. We got to close because actually that was actually the latest story on the Bulls. If I could take it back real quick, like that was the latest thing. Bulls stepping up on the defense in the fourth quarter. Like that's a real thing. Definitely gotta do that. But like even with that, you see it right there. Point guard. Like we don't have that consistency from Kobe White. Sometimes he'll go 7 out of 7 from 3-point, and then the next game he'll have 8 points. And it's just like he's over 5 with a couple free throws, and it's just like you can't have that at the floor general spot. Like Zach LaVine, he's scoring like crazy, so he's good. He doesn't even need the ball to score. He'll probably be able to score more points if he has someone that can pass in the ball better. Period. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who we could pick up in free agency, but like I know offseason, Lonzo Ball and Derrick Rose need to be the top priority of the Bulls front office for sure.
But that being said, I am very confident the Bulls can get it together and make a playoff run now. The Bulls that we had a favorable matchup in the first half of the season. As you can see coming up, we're going against some of the top offenses in the league, going against the top of the West right now, and so but we're getting them, I believe, at a good time because these players just got here. We got players that are just now. I like this guy thesis. Like these guys, these are entertaining guys to watch. Prior to the trade, that probably would have been a 20-point loss. It'd have been Zach LaVine going all out, but guess what? Zach LaVine was hurt. So what if we didn't have a trade? You see what I'm saying?
We would have won. We would have won. If Zach would have played, we would have won.
But I'm saying if we didn't have the trade, if before the trade and Zach was hurt, going against a team like that, we probably got blown out. We probably got blown out because Jordan talked about the point guard position. Guys, we came back in this game, and it was Chris Paul that came back and actually like sealed it off. Where he had some strong veteran play.
Yeah,
Chris Paul and Devin Booker making some clutch shots because we had guys stepping up. We had Daniel Valentine hitting some crazy sharpshooter threes. We had Luke stepping up, hitting pickpocket corner three. We had guys doing their shots. I think the Bulls had over 7 threes, but I think the Suns had over 10. And so like that veteran play down the stretch is critical. The Bulls definitely made it close. Jordan, but we're getting good experience against the best teams with the new crowd, where it's still early enough in the second half of the season that we could turn the things around.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I think the Bulls can definitely make the playoffs because we're better than we were. Obviously following the trade. So the playoffs are definitely going to happen for sure, which is definitely a good step moving forward for Billy Donovan. His first season is his first season, right? As the head coach, for him to have a playoff berth, that's something you could put right there, like on the wall on the resume. And like no, the plans for the future, like are even brighter. So like, there's definitely no reason to feel like pessimistic about the Bulls at all, even when they lose, because like it's coming. And even right now, like they're competing. Like all only thing we can hope for is just no injuries to our all stars, because Vooch is basically an all star. You know what I'm saying? Like if we had him before All-Star break, the Bulls would have had 2 All-Stars. Think about that. If we had him before the All-Star break, then it's just like the Bulls would have had 2 All-Stars. So it's just like that's that, and the Bulls could very well have 2 All-Stars next season. So it's just like, and 2's better than 1. So like, and you typically need 3 All-Stars. You need 3 All-Stars to to really make a considerable run for the championship. But if you have 2 All-Stars and a former MVP, you may have a chance.
Right.
Not out there gross. Get my man his role.
And that's some things that get lost because the hunt for the big 3 and the rest of that stuff. At the end of the day, you need shooters. You need guys to come off the bench and willing to produce. Valentine did that yesterday. You had guys come in and make immediate impact to the game. Excuse me. And there's a difference between trying to make the playoffs, trying to win the conference, and trying to win a title. It's different. It's definitely levels to it. Yeah. We have took care of a big problem, which was the hole at the big man position.
Yeah.
This game was a different starting lineup, and we started off pretty good. We were winning this game, guys. There were point times where we were winning the game. Like we got off to a great start. I think it was one point in time we scored like 6 straight field goals. And so, but the Phoenix has been together. They've been running together. Phoenix has been a top offensive team for the past 2 years plus. And so the fact that the Bulls are throwing the kitchen sink at them, we will be back. Right now, this is evaluation time. Real quick, and we got to say shout out to my buddies at Bears 101 because they're doing a heck of a job breaking all the science down to this thing. So please don't forget to check those guys out. But it's like, and so when the Bulls are switching and how they're going to attack a zone defense, guys are moving out the ball. Lauri Markkanen came in and played very, very aggressive. He moved without the ball, moved to the open spot, grabbed the ball, and was going to the rack. Sometimes when you get benched, it would do things like that to you. You have a little bit more appreciation. Lauri, you don't want to get traded? Yo, come on, step it up. You want to stay here? Like, is this time for people you want to be here? Are we playing feelings or are we playing basketball? And so, like, who's down for the cause? Michael Jordan brought it every single night. Scotty not playing. We got to bring it every single night. Michael brought it every single day. Scottie Pippen brought it every single day. Derrick Rose put his body on the line every day. You can't tell me nothing about Derrick Rose. You can't tell me nothing about heart, hustle, and will. Hard hat and lunch pail. That blue collar way. That's what this team represents.
Yep.
It's more than basketball. It's a spirit of the city. And sometimes we could take our focus out of things that may be happening in life. And when we see our team battling no matter what, and when we see amazing teamwork, yo, it's coming. When guys want to step up to the next level. Are you here to collect the check? I get it. It's millions of dollars. Enjoy yourself. But at the end of the day, are you fighting for a title? Are you fighting for a title? Zach deserves a win. I don't want to hear about trading Zach LaVine in 2 years. Let's add. I think Chicago has become a new home for a radar on all free agents now going forward. You got a new front office. I think guys like, you know what? Let's see what's up in Chicago. Everybody seems to get the ball. Last night, I saw pass. I don't see egos. I see guys learning how to fly. Hey, Jordan, Disney moment. I see a team learning how to fly. And that's what the Bulls had to go through back in 87 and 88. They had to learn how to fly. That's what happened. And that's why how the 91 season all came together. Oh, man, come on. Get freaky, Zach. Get freaky. We have got that. Derrick Rose didn't have this. We didn't have anybody
Derrick Rose didn't have this. Derrick Rose didn't have
to create their own shot. To win in this league, you have to have more than 2 people that can create their own shot.
That's what I'm saying. You give Derrick Rose this team now. If you give Derrick Rose this team right now, the way it is right now, like Like, this team is definitely going to in today's NBA. Like, they're definitely a second round team for sure. Definitely a second round team. It's like, and they could probably upset conference finals. The Chicago Bulls in today's NBA, where you have the Nets, the Sixers, and the Bucks. Like, if you had Derrick Rose to the team we have right now, Derrick Rose and Lonzo Ball type of thing scenario, like we're in the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? We're like, we can be one of those top 2 teams in the East, like maybe top 4 teams, but make it to the conference finals, and then we'll put our dues up. Like, it'll be hard to say that we're gonna win the title because it's like there's just too much talent in the NBA. There's way too much talent in the NBA, and the top of the East is a lot of talent. But we'll be right there at the top of the East with them. You know, we won't be in the middle of the pack anymore. And then D Rose can retire a Bull. You know what I'm saying? He can retire, be a Bull. You know what I'm saying? He has like 2-3 more years, 4 years left in the league. You know what I'm saying? And then Lonzo, he got him and Lonzo right there. You got the cerebral passer. And he plays defense. He's tall, athletic, and then you got the aggressive scorer in Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like the dude can give you 20 points in 15 minutes.
Bro, every time you see Derrick, you get me excited about Derrick Rose, and it's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard. And I know we gotta get that's a right there. That's a strong
for the Knicks right now. Like, the Knicks are in the playoffs way.
I know, but when you got Tibbs, he got Todd Gibson over there. It's gonna take a lot to get Derrick from over there.
Yeah,
that's good.
Man.
But you know what? I respect the Knicks because they appreciate Derrick Rose. At the end of the day, if you appreciate my guy, I ain't got no problems with you.
I ain't no problem with the Knicks, man. I really don't have a problem with the Knicks because Tibbs and Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? Didn't we meet Tobbs Gibson one time? I don't know. Like, I think that was Tony. The random story, guys. We saw Tony Allen out in Chicago somewhere. I think it was at down to Chicago. Tony Allen, man, Chicago's very own. But man, dude, like, what Tibbs brought to the division titles, Coach of the Year, MVP. Like, Derrick Rose, Derrick Rose was the most modern thing for Bulls, and like, our brother, like, painted like the perfect picture of that, man. He had a fantastic fight song back in 2011, you know what I'm saying, 10 years ago. And like, we're just here just setting the stage, because when we talk about Bulls basketball athletics, but we talk about, like being a creator, like our brother right here, Josh, coach, philanthropist, entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, like visualizer, like, welcome to the C-Red Radio, like, you're the man right now. How you doing, bro?
Oh, that's real. I got a name? Wow.
Yeah, man, we live. Yeah, man. We live, man.
Go ahead, do the favor. Introduce yourself, big dog.
How you doing, bro?
Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
it's dope, man. Welcome to the radio, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm
live
good,
from
man.
Dallas. Dallas.
I'm good. You're live from Dallas. You see, C-Red Radio, as you can see, it's the vintage C-Red with the Adidas logo. That's how you know it's vintage. From back in the day. You see, it's faded out NBA playoffs.
I love it. I love it, man.
Everybody don't got that. You gotta get that on. You gotta get that on eBay now. You gotta get that eBay now.
No, man.
They don't sell those no more.
My shirt. That's awesome, bro. No, it's perfect though, because we got all like the Bulls complementing colors. You know what I'm saying, Josh?
This is what we would always do. We would always have
man.
Colors, and no one would ever have on the same color. So then this wasn't planned. This is how you know this. This is how you know the love for the Chicago Bulls is organic.
Brother Josh, bro, it's so good to have you here. It's so good to have you here, man. It's so good to see you and Jordan here. We were talking when we first started the show off, man. We were pretty much talking about Dad and pretty much the example that he met. Like this, first of all, this is our father's favorite team.
Yeah,
and we could talk about the heartstrings attached to like our dad just being a licensed official, just the love of basketball. And so, bro, first of all, welcome to the Barroom Network. You know what I'm saying? Joshua Ellis is as somebody who plays the game, somebody who coaches the game, and has a love for the game. And Josh, take a few minutes, but give a deep dive. Introduce yourself, your love for the game, and definitely you could talk about the impact that Dad had had on you and your love for the game, and how that played into the Bulls.
It's just so crazy. I'm never like, I always dreamed on being on one of these one day and getting a chance to tell my story. For real, I'm dead serious. And like I never, so the fact that I'm on here doing this now with y'all is pretty dope. I mean, love for Chicago Bulls basketball comes from my dad. It's so funny. That I don't know how we talk about ad space and nothing like that now, but that it's that commercial with Tag Team on with the ice cream, and they talking about Scoop. There it is. My daughter loves that commercial, and in my mind, I'm hearing Whoop. There it is, thinking about the '93 championship and the first three-peat, and thinking about how high my dad jumped off the ground when Horace Grant got that block after the end, and Paxson hit that shot. And, how he was out in front of the parking lot of his complex, shooting off fireworks and just dribbling basketballs, and that was the sound. That was like the song of the summer. Whoop there. That's all you kept hearing was Tag Team everywhere. And then and so it's like, when he passed and we were there, I drove to that apartment off Brummel and kind of just sat in the parking lot for a while. And just thought about that, and just for the fact that my daughter loves that commercial but has no idea who Tag Team is. But I love that commercial because I know who Tag Team is, and I know what that song meant to the city during our third championship run. And and just my Pops is his connection to his love for basketball. Definitely lives vicariously through all of us. He wanted me to get into reffing. I tried to, and I'm just like, man, I'm not close enough to the game. And so and I ended up coaching. I coach now. Which we actually, Texas is jumping the gun with COVID protocols, but sports actually are officially allowed to be activated starting next week. So we start whatever basketball season we have is going to start back next week. So yeah, the commercial right there, I didn't know we could do these things. This is really cool.
Oh yeah, man, you can take them to the bridge, Josh.
Yeah, and so but it's the fact, but my love for basketball comes from him. My love from Chicago Bulls, it comes from him. To the point that sometimes you don't even realize the impact and influence you have on somebody. Because I think when the Bulls are frustrated him, we never got as frustrated as he got with the front office. We like, but it's the Bulls. Even though it's be like,
yeah,
so which is so funny now because as the front office is making the changes that it makes, it's hard for me to get excited right now because it's like I want to, but it's just like, let me just sit back and see how the rest of this play out, whatever. Because I'm really happy on the inside. They did very well, and let's just see how the rest of that goes. But there'll never be a thing. My love for the Chicago Bulls comes from my father, as all of us. It comes from Dad, and I think that's another reason why I'll never go away because it's one of the things that connects me to my father. One of the bittersweet moments was still being able to go home for All-Star weekend and sit there and watch his last All-Star game with him that in Chicago while it was happening and everything. So, yeah, man, that transcends everything else. I heard I was waiting backstage. They said I was waiting backstage. That was pretty cool. But it was waiting backstage. I heard Jordan talking about with D Rose and everything. We're just getting a chance to it's like I think our fanhood was so authentic and contagious that when we interacted with people with the team, they could see it like, hey, they really, really like the Bulls. They say this ain't no even when we like,
oh
man,
man,
what are y'all doing right now? What's happening?
Yeah, classic, bro. Hey, classic, bro.
Come on.
They came with a whole
Come on.
You did that, bro. You did that. Hey, yo, your dreams come true on the C-Red radio.
Yeah, man, look, that was backstage D Rose, and once D Rose found out we were from the city, you're like, that's why I tell everybody all the time. I was like, if you said D Rose don't talk, he just don't talk to people he don't know or don't like.
Yeah,
he was talking to us. Once he found out we were from Chicago, or whatever, he was talking to us.
absolutely.
Exchange numbers, all that, and like other games, we chopping it up with Nick Friedel, Randy Brown. Remember a couple years prior to that when Jimmy Butler was a rookie.
Yeah.
And
Jimmy Butler blew all day.
We saw him at the after party, and him and Ronnie Brewer, and this back with the bench mob and CJ White.
Bench mob.
The bench mob was full of
bench mob.
Chat room. You see that? The stories are universal. All the stories match up.
Yeah, we were literally hanging out with the bench mob, And Jimmy Butler was just all excited, and Brewer like, man, calm down, Rook, calm down, Rook. He talking about, and Jimmy, we had just won, and he was like, we was in the club, he was just having a good time, and he was like, man, we went in the shit. We going to the shit. He was like, we going to the shit. And Ronnie Brewer was like, calm down, Rook. But, you know, it's just a blessing. And for the fact that we were living in Washington, D.C. at the time, and we have draped in Bulls clothes, but security is escorting us across the court and back to the locker room. You know, it just that goes to show you the power of God and real fanhood, man. Because we know our fanhood put us in a lot of places in front of a lot of people.
That's very true.
Doing a lot of things, and so I think us getting this platform, I'm gonna land this plane, but just having this platform to actually, you know, chop up and talk about basketball. No, and you know what's real. All this is a live version of the text thread that we would have with our father about the Chicago Bulls.
Exactly.
That's really all this is. So how you see us talk and how you see us interact. I'm getting in my media bag now. I'm addressing everybody out there in the chat. But when you see how we interact with each other, it's literally, this is how these text messages would be. And, you know, and like the only difference is our dad would be in the chat now. He's not in the chat anymore, but he's, you know, I know he's somewhere smiling about this. You know, he probably somebody can get on down. Y'all sounding like new money.
Get on down.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is really, really exciting. I'm happy to be a part of this, and I think there's no better time. It looks like our franchise is on the verge of, like, you know, I feel like because we've been rebuilding since forever. I feel like this is not a rebuild. I feel like this is more so like a resurrection and a reconstruction of our franchise. The front office is looking like they're really trying to make this a free agent destination that actually matches the energy and the intensity of the city. It's a shame when you got such an amazing city, but then your free agency market is so south because of you know, historically of what the front office interaction with the players. It just wasn't a destination. But hopefully, you know, what happened in Denver happens here with AK, and we get it done. I mean, I've been teaching all day. I just found out about Zach, so prayers for speedy recovery. But, you know, I mean, you know, Vooch is here. You know, I'm not mad about that pick at all. You know, he came in, immediate impact. I like that. You know, he's a little old, he's a little seasoned, but you know, we also didn't have that. You know, and to get that age and that experience at an all-star level at that price tag, you know, like, you know, they're making some moves. Curious to see how we land in the point guard position, though. You know, I'm curious to see about that. Whatever, you know, I know we gotta. I mean, y'all let us know in the chat. You know, a lot of people, you know, feel Kobe is the truth, Kobe's the future, but then you got some other folks that feel like, you know, hey, Lonzo Ball said Chicago is one of his dream destinations. So it's like, he's 6'7". What are you gonna do?
Exactly. And Josh, I wanted to ask you that.
I'll let y'all talk, man. I'll talk on that.
As a matter of fact, Josh, I wanted to ask you a question, man, because because you say you kind of got some snippets of what we and Tyler were talking about, you know, in terms of like the outlook of the team. Because guys, I don't know if you like thought about this, but like Vooch, you know, I would say even from an overall skill perspective, he may be the most talented big man we may have had since you know, a Horace Grant. Think about it, you know, like, because like I think talent wise he's more talented than Eddie Curry and Tyson Chandler. And Tyson Chandler's my guy. You know, I learned to block shots because of TC. You know what I'm saying? But like in terms of overall, because like even Joakim Noah overall wasn't Vooch. You know what I'm saying?
I think if we'd have got Powell in his prime,
Paul Gasol.
If we got Powell in his prime, it'd be an argument. But Powell was on the downside of his career. He can still move his feet. He can still move his feet, and he can still shoot. But but if we're talking all around. You know, if we're talking all around, like, you know, I mean, he's only been a few games.
The size and everything.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the rest of the, but that's the same thing too. Everybody's had a new job before, and you know, you're really happy to be there. You know, you kind of you know, you show up wearing your tie every day.
That's true.
And then eventually, when you get comfortable,
put Dennis Rodman in there. My bad.
Wearing ties, you start wearing you take the tie off and the shirt's unbuttoned. A few weeks later, you got on a polo with the polo on button, and then after that, you just showing up with a fitted dress shirt on and some every day's casual Friday. So we want to see how soon we get to his casual Friday. And because right now he still got his suit and his briefcase on, proving that they ain't make no mistake. So if it's consistent, I'm for it. But again, it's like, hey, everybody's good the first week on the job. Name somebody who comes in the first week on the job and is terrible. Nobody. So he's got to prove that they didn't make a mistake. As of right now, I mean, I'm not betting against him though, because he was an all-star. He was an all-star for a reason. So I'm happy he's here. I just hope that what he brings to the now. But what's going to really happen now is we're really going to see what he's cut from, because with Zach being down, they're going to look to him. I mean, they're going to look to the other guys to contribute, but they're going to look at who was the other all-star on the team that can keep the ship afloat. What are we now? We're 10th. Are we 10th right now?
Yeah, we're 10th right now. Yeah, we're right behind the Pacers, Celtics, and Hawks. So
I mean, he said, let's go Pistons, rebuilding winner, Isaiah Stewart. You know what I mean? And
no, that squad's not good. Sorry.
To your point, Vuk, he definitely seems ready for that role. Even last night, you talking about he's a double-digit guy. He's going to get you your double-double. You know what I'm saying? Now, but Jordan said Jordan made a good point about overall game, because not only did he give you 20 and 10, he also gave you 3 assists. And he also hit you, and he also has a deep three, and he can also hit it from deep. And then, but the power of being able to be a presence down low to get offensive boards, defensive boards, but then the pick and roll, because we're not just trying to make the playoffs, we're trying to be productive in the playoffs. And
I'm not trying to get there and like, oh my God, we're so happy to be here.
It come down to the point guard position though, so that's all.
It will. It definitely will come down to the point guard position. But for this whole year, the reason why we've been getting gutted was the hole was in the big man position. We were getting the point guards only matter when the paint is covered. So now the eyesight is on point guard, because guys, you can't come in and you can't just walk. You shouldn't be able to just walk down midcourt on us anymore, because guys like Pat Williams ain't having it. Access denied. You know what I'm saying?
That look good. Y'all see that? Y'all see that block the other day?
Yes.
Hey, Pat,
we had that highlight up, man. Like, yo, he's gonna, like, I'm telling you, Josh. That's what I was actually getting to, man, because like we see everything else from like Levine, who's probably the best shooting guard we had since like Michael Jordan, best shooting guard, like at the 2 spot. We'll talk talent wise, athletic wise, like. I put him over Ben Gordon. I'm pretty sure you guys would too. But like you talked about Lonzo. I know going into the offseason, like, what do you think about Lonzo and then like a Derrick Rose coming off the bench? Because we still need that veteran leadership. But what if Derrick Rose could be the veteran leader for that team? And then but Lonzo's, the floor general, and Derrick Rose come off the bench. You got Lonzo, Levine, and D Rose. What do you think about that?
So my only hesitation with Derrick Rose is I don't know if he'll want to leave New York, because New York's like the 5th seed right now. They're playing well with the coach he's familiar with. So, and if he and I don't know, I got you, but I don't know if they offer him any kind of money to stay, because that team is only gonna get better. New York ain't gonna get no worse. They're only gonna get better. So he's like. And I mean, when it's all said and done, like that's my favorite player. Like outside of the post dynasty era, that's my favorite player. And like, I would love to see him back, and he definitely deserves to retire. Number one, man. It's a lot about that I want to get into. I don't know if we can get into that here or whatever, but it's like I feel very strongly about Derrick Rose, bro. That's a whole next show. I'm not sure if the conversation y'all had about how I feel about Derrick Rose.
Hey guys, I don't want you to hold nothing back, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread this out, because I can't believe it's been an hour already. What up, my man Joe Mandel? Shout out,
that's crazy. Yeah, we're going to need a D Rose episode. We're going to need a D Rose episode. Shout out. We're going to need one.
We definitely spread this out because Josh, the first thing that I said was when we started the show off was first of all, we call the shots here. Michael Jordan's the best basketball player of all time. Then I said Derrick Rose. I said so. And so we definitely had those times.
Look. And that's the thing, you know. Yeah, so we want to. I mean, like I said, I do want to be fair to the current situation and talk about what's happening with Chicago Bulls basketball now. But that's my guy. Like that's my guy. You know, it's like my heart won't let me buy another jersey of his until he comes home. But you know, that's my guy. You know, and so it's literally. I hope he ends his career here with us and he retire. I feel like he will because you know he never wanted to leave. That wasn't his call. Maybe. You know, with the front office being different, you know, it presents a chance for him to come home and be who. I mean, look, I saw something about Detroit. I mean, look, if he was doing that in Detroit, look, you saw what happened when Blake started drinking that Detroit water. You see, Blake,
yeah, exactly. Oh my God,
Blake jumping out the gym. You know, so you know, but it's and so you know, but you know, I mean, I would love to see it someday, you know, but I mean, I'm not mad at the ball, you know, and if nothing else, if nothing else, the talks of ball, if nothing else, they're gonna light a fire under Kobe, you know, they're like because I mean, I would hate, you know, if that's, I mean, if he's gone, you know, but I mean, as of right now, I like where we're at because even though we're not top half of the East, for off the court, we are so much better than we've been.
Oh yeah,
and like not to you know the whole thing. Crofton was talking about front offices win championships. And front offices don't win championships, but they can definitely destroy teams. And so and so the fact for the fact that was a ball, and so for the fact that we can we have somebody you know that it makes sense. I'm just really you know I'm excited to sit back and watch. I'm not placing any judgment yet. But I'm just excited to watch and see where we go from here, you know. But nah, man, I'm excited about it. Like next time we'll be on time, man.
No, bro. You time flies when you're having fun, bro. And that's a fact, bro. This has been a blessing. This has been exciting, man. We can keep it going for a little bit, but as we get ready to wrap up, the thing even about. We're about to get tested. We got the Utah Jazz tomorrow. Then we got the Knicks. Then we got the Nets coming up right after that. So we're gonna get tested. But I think it's gonna be
really.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Are we tested really?
Hey, but
we would go on break.
But hey, Josh, you remember the Angels? It can happen. Like it can happen.
Angels in the outfield. Roger and PJ, they's out in the field going like this.
Like we'll get tested on Monday. Not these next coming games. Not this weekend.
Hey, I mean,
weekend. Is it the weekend? No.
If we're in within like a 15-point spread of Brooklyn, whatever that we won. In my mind,
and we will be. Bulls are relatively strong against the spread. So, man. But
I like our team though. Is this the first time in a long time when people can ask me about the draft or whatever, and I would just shake my head and change the subject? You know, like on in free agency and everything, whatever. So it's like now it's like all right, we'll see what we're gonna do. You know, it's a glimmer of light. Normally that glimmer of light is only in baseball or hockey for free agency for us, whatever. So for now it's like you know, for a fact that free agency is happening in basketball for us now again, and it's exciting. Like I think the last time they put out like a report saying who lost the draft, and we've actually won the free agency and who won the trade deadline, you know. Right. So it's it's really, really exciting to see, you know, and I feel like even in the remainder of the season and even throughout next season, we're only gonna go up. I don't feel like declining at all. I feel like us, you know, us being at the 10th seed is He said James Harden, Herb Strange, and no KD Sunday. And never mind, take back what I said. If we get within like a 4-point spread,
Hold on. Who said that? Who posted that?
Who posted that? Now that Pacers game is going to be important. That Pacers game, it's just like, because like, no, they're right next. We got to beat
79-20.
It's like,
Thank
yo,
you, brother.
The Nets and the Jazz, it's like, yo, we got to beat the Pacers. It's just like, we can't lose 3 straight.
Nah, but we definitely need to win conference games for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Jordan, as we get ready to wrap up, yeah, Joe, you're right.
Well, Michael Jordan is, but
Michael Jordan
behind Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is
Rodman the greatest defender of all time, and you mean Chicago Bulls history or like NBA history?
Oh, what you think?
Because Chicago, because if we talk as a defender, it's like if we talking defense, whatever, we got shouts out to shout out to Bob the Doberman D. You know, that made us the most dangerous defense. You know, that locked up Tony Kukoc before he even got over here. You know,
rebounding.
I would say
rebounder, very good.
He cleared it up. Okay,
of course.
Rebounder the case.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Case.
Yeah.
I'm co-signing that. I'm co-signing rebounds.
Like, dude, like did he average like 18 rebounds?
Nah.
Yeah.
He broke the record 22. And broke the record. Hey Jay, as we get ready to real quick, Josh, I'm gonna come right back to you. But real quick, Jordan, take a few minutes as we getting ready to wrap up, bro. Jordan, you got some other ventures taking place with Game 6 and everything. And so definitely, first of all, let's give a shout out. Any last shout outs that you want to give? Let the people know what they'll be getting every week. And then please bless us with some information from Game 6.
Oh man, absolutely, man. Thank you for the guys for the platform. If you guys haven't already, Bears, Ballroom Network, Bulls Nation, C-Red Radio, the crew and everything, definitely feel free to subscribe to Game 6. That's GAM36. Why the 3? Because E backwards is 3. Long story. We'll get into that. But, everything, we basically break down, like me and Aldo were talking about, just bringing financial gains and experience to the sports betting world. So we're really helping people develop bankrolls, but also better financial habits so they don't become gamblers, So we're doing major things. The playbook, the app is available for Google Drive, Google Play Store right now. It will be available for iOS users in about 7 days, okay? So you can book that. But again, we appreciate you all for just plugging into C-Red Radio. We're going to blow this thing up, man. So I'm done, T-Man. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, bro. That's awesome, man. Awesome. He's simplifying the equation. If it doesn't even feel like gambling. I truly believe he didn't brag on himself, but he didn't brag on himself, but I'm gonna do it. He went to the University of Maryland, studied African American studies, public policies, and quantitative research. He got like over a 90 plus on the ASVAB. Could have went to I think he had a nuclear job available for the military, but he also won some awards in powerlifting and men's physique. Got down to 4.0 body fat. So. And then he's a heck of a basketball player. And he trains people. He trains people, and he's a full-time entrepreneur now. And so he's definitely speaking from a place of credibility and experience. But one thing I love about my brother, he believes everybody can win, and he loves sharing information. So Jordan, definitely appreciate you, bro. That's what's up.
I mean, this is the guy right here. Because can I edify this guy for a second?
I'm gonna start. Then you can finish.
Let me know what this guy was saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do it. But real quick, Josh, same thing though. Last shout out. You definitely be on time next week. But what to tell the people what they'll be getting, tell them what they'll be getting. We'll have different stories, different passions, talking about this about the game. And then anything projects that you're working on outside that you can definitely bless the bar room with. We know you're an amazing artist and a father, but then Jordan, edify him a little bit more.
Oh man, yes, man. Outside of that, man, he's a great inspiration to us all, man. Like you talked about being able to reach people with this sport. That this guy right here is an amazing artist, and like he's actually done, portraits for athletes. That's how we're able to even meet Derrick Rose. This guy has had, players, Hall of Famers, and GMs and owners sign his artwork so they can, like do something good, like for someone anonymous. He's going to touch on some of his projects. You can follow him on social media, J.E. the Vandal, J.E. Double. Like this guy right here is the greatest artist on the face of the earth. But man, I just wanted to roll out the red carpet real quick for Mr. Steve Radio himself, man. But the floor is yours.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even know who y'all talking about. Like, that guy needs smoking theme music. Nah, man. I'm really happy to be here. I love basketball. I love Chicago Bulls. I love my brothers. So us being able to merge all those things at one time, and we indirectly honor our father. It's really, I know that's making him smile, which is what I love outside of my love for the NBA game. I do play. I'm not, I'm older now, but I probably can still give anybody a bucket. I'm still, often off the humble. I'm probably still way better than regular people. I can't run with the pros no more, but I can. But if you're normal, I give you 40. I promise. And but I'm an artist too, whatever. So the art is researching and making its way back. So I mean, be on the lookout. We're all business minded, and we all use our gifts, to create streams and then show people how to do it. So, C-Red Radio, be on the lookout for that logo. That's coming soon. The merch that's gonna happen. We already got some things cooking up, whatever. But it's merch not necessarily gonna tie in just strictly for the brothers or represent the brand, but just so for all of us that are brothers, meaning like Vander brothers that ride for our Bulls. And so if you feel the way we feel about the Chicago Bulls, you're gonna love what I got cooking up, and all of that'll be coming out soon. But yeah, I paint, I teach, I coach, change diapers, man. And after that, though, I'm all about basketball. I'm all about Chicago Bulls basketball. So this is a great platform. I'm really excited to get to meet other people that feel the way I feel, whether it be their invited guest or we see you in the chat. Be sure to follow me wherever. Next time we drop my social media everywhere. I'm all about following my people back and everything too. And I think this is a great thing. People asked me a long time ago, how come as much as you talk, how come you didn't on a podcast and a radio show? I said, because people know if they get the mic, they'll never get it back. And so, so there's no better way than to do this with my brothers, because they have the same energy and the same spirit as me. And the way we complement each other, is so organic. I feel like y'all understand that. Like it's even broken down as simple as look at us right now. Look what we wearing. I just don't have my red hat on, but there's one in another room. So it's like it easily, you'll see how organic and how real this is. And, we just want to connect with real Bulls fans. We know we've had some dark times, and we know that it's hard to be a Bulls fan, just like it's hard to be a Bears fan, hard to be a lot of, but we here together. And on top of that too, I definitely want to just be, really gracious and shout out the Barroom for even allowing us the platform for us to be ourselves and talk the sport that we love, one of the teams that we love. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. So I'm excited about this joint venture that we have with them and how we take everybody's brands and everything to the next level. And I mean, that's all. Like I said, I can talk all day. So you can go on me, man. Get us out of here, bro.
That's fire, man. Thank you, Jay. That was amazing. Thank you, Tyler, as well, man. Thank you for the entire network. C-Red Radio. Like, this is the beginning right here. We're ready to take off. And man, thank you all for just joining for our first episode. Tyler, wrap us up, man.
Man, Josh, man, I just family in the chat room. These are my brothers. Like these are these are my brothers. We come from a cloth where I'm actually blessed. I love my family. And so I learn a lot from my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I want my brothers to outdo me in every single way. But it is like they make me better. They motivate me. They keep me sharp. You see what I'm saying? I got to stay up because they are coming. You know what I'm saying? I think Josh is better than me. I know he's better than me. I'm not even going to play around. I'm not going to play around.
Look.
I'm not going to play around.
You can play that game in front of the company if you want to. You can play that game if you want to.
No, we got
I'm
Josh.
nice.
No,
I'm
these
nice.
guys are awesome. Both of these guys are great athletes. I'm just wrong. But this was a super blessing. Just taking it back.
Jordan, he really think. Hey, Jordan, he really think he can go though. You see his face? He really think he can still go. Hey, what happened last time we played? Hey, what happened last time we played? And he went for the crossover. Hit him between his legs.
Hey,
I got the footage. I got the footage. I got the footage. Hey, I played good defense.
Hey, look, hit him between his legs and look. Hey, look, and I was still like 225 then, yo. Like I was still heavy. So it's like I'm back in shape now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I play good defense. My brother is very good. Like he's good. I don't know how he makes it. It's dope. It's dope.
He turns on a lot faster than I do. So it's like I get that. It's just like you start hitting them in a row quicker than I do. So it's just like, but in a game where you're gonna win because if you get hotter sooner, that person normally wins. So yes,
right. Yeah.
So, hey, this whole thing, this show will be moving all types around. We might be in Texas. We'll be in California, visiting our baby sister, Jasmine Ellis. Shout out to Skin and Sage. All the spirituality. Please follow her. And Josh, real quick, you can follow Josh at JE the Vandal on Instagram and Twitter. And then follow my brother Jordan at GAM_36. Okay, Pat Riley took it, the other one, or this will be game game 6 altogether. But what brought us all together was you saw us reference our dad and everything. Amos Ellis can't give. First of all, giving all the honor and glory to our Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. Nothing is possible without him. But our mother, Trudy Jones, and our father, Amos Ellis, collectively as a family, with our baby sister, I'm blessed to be examples of the awesome people that I have around me and everything. Our dad, you saw reference him. We did lose him to cancer, stage 4 cancer, this time last year, actually. But it's during times in the trenches where you actually learn about yourself. And that's the stuff that we saw in examples in the Bulls. It's when you get tested that your character is challenged. That's when you find out about yourself. We can go into a corner. Everybody deals with grief differently, but our dad was a servant. He was a servant leader. He served he was an ordained deacon. He did plenty of outreaches into the Chicago area. Our father, Amos Ellis, actually helped co-found a nonprofit, the Mombasa Relief Initiative, that was actually started over 20 years ago with all of his amazing brothers and sisters from Northern University, Mr. Kevin Bledsoe, Don Harris, Darnell. I can go on and on, but a servant leader, serving in the country, in the city of Chicago, but also abroad, in Mombasa, Kenya, bringing healthcare, medical supplies, food, water, electricity, to the kids of Kenya. And I was very, very blessed and fortunate to just return back from Kenya to be in our father's footsteps, where the one of the schools, Manasseh Mojo, they actually painted a memorial of him on the wall. And on Sports Day, because over the last 30 years, our dad has been going to Africa. And so, but he was playing basketball. Our dad was 50 plus years old, playing basketball 3 times a week. Guys, we don't cover those. We don't cover all of those one-on-one travels. And so this show can literally be this show can be 2 hours about I love about basketball, but
I love you, Dad.
Yeah, we're gonna spread it out. But just really shout out to the Barroom Network, shout out to the Chicago Bulls, all Bulls Nation. This was just our first show. Thank you for joining us. Shout out Aldo, shout out I gotta shout out all the guys. This my man Neil, Chris, Bobby, Badge, KB, John Buffone, like so everybody at the network. Like this is just the next level, the next layer of it. The Barroom Network is coming at you in all different facts and everything. When the Bears front office gonna upset you, just block it out. Just look. We got some players now, and so we got some positive things to focus on. And so, but it definitely will be positive. We're here to serve you. And please send your questions in the chat, and then that's it. And so. See Red Radio, just the beginning. And that'd be all. Aldo, take us out, brother.